Thousands of pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong returned to what's been dubbed Umbrella Square Friday evening as demonstrations in the region flared up again. The renewed protests came after the government backed out of talks with student leaders of the movement, saying they didn't believe the talks would lead to a constructive outcome. And the government's decision was prompted by pro-democracy protest leaders, as well as lawmakers, vowing to escalate their disobedience and lack of cooperation if the government failed to make substantial responses to their demands. In contrast to Friday evening, protests had dwindled this week, with many people returning to work and classes instead of all-day sit-ins. It's part of an ebb and flow that's been present throughout the protests, and student leaders believe the canceled talks stem from the government perceiving the protests to have lost their popular appeal.
Only through gathering more people and gathering the power, we could show the government that Hong Kong people will not give up.
But Hong Kong's Chief Secretary Carrie Lam says protesters have been shifting their demands, which may be a result of the somewhat leaderless nature of the pro-democracy movement. A Hong Kong Executive Council member called the movement's lack of leadership dangerous. But 17-year-old Joshua Wong, whose arrest and detention last month galvanized the protesters, told Time magazine the leaderless nature of the movement is a strength, saying, "If Hong Kong just relies on me, the movement will fail." The protesters' cause, however, is clear, beginning in response to the Beijing government backtracking on a 2007 ruling that Hong Kong could elect its chief executive by universal suffrage. As for the protesters' next move, a research director suggested to the Washington Post protesters should reorganize on their campuses and offer the government some sort of ultimatum. I'm Lauren Gorse for Newsy.